Good morning, everybody. It is Dungeon Master Mark. I just wanted to put together a fairly quick video over the game session we had yesterday evening. Pardon me. It's a little bit early. I haven't drank my coffee yet this morning. So yesterday's quest was a 5e lower levels level 2 quest where the party was summoned to a local tavern by the Merchants Guild. And they were quested with trying to find out about a group of brigands or some type of cult that has been stealing from local businesses underneath warehouses. And I apologize, our dogs are upstairs being extremely loud right now. So we put together a rather simple little quest. It's only going to be a few hours long, even though it ran over a little bit more like 4 hours. But so the party gets to the tavern. Of course, they are approached by this rather wealthy-looking merchant, which they find out is kind of the head of the Merchants Guild. They are requested to find out about where these brigands, or how these brigands are breaking into these warehouses, because they're miraculously breaking into them in the middle of the night, normally from underneath the buildings within sewers and sub-basements, and basically find out how they're getting in, stop them if possible, or bring them information that would lead to their capture. So, pretty simple premise. The party kind of circumvents going down directly into the sewers at first. They do a little bit of information gathering. They get an idea that they're getting into sub-sewers and sub-basements of buildings. So they wind up setting a trap for the brigands. Basically, they spread the word that there was some valuable merchandise in the basement here at the local tavern at the inn that they're staying. So, of course, they go down to the basement of the tavern, go down the steps, make their way down here, where they lay in ambush. So luckily we have a druid, we had a warlock, I believe there was a half-orc barbarian, there was a kobold rogue in the party. They set some traps, but they weren't even in the basement very long before the rogue, the kobold, realizes there's a secret door. And it looks like it's actually been put together not too long after they come out there. And of course, it breaks into the sewers below. So, of course, this leads the party to explore what might perhaps be in the sewers. Come to find out, they're able to see where someone's been recently oiling up this particular door. And I apologize, we have one of our neighbor's cats are trying to get into the house. If you hear that weird, bizarre scratching noise there. It's always a fun morning here at this house. We have stray cats in the area and I have to feed them evidently. So, the party encounters a really, really large acid-spitting giant slug down this way. Of course, they find this capstan, which they turn the wheel, or should they turn the giant crank, which they hear some type of noise off in the distance. It's pretty, I want to say, kind of simple sewer quest from this point. A couple little weird kind of turns. Down this particular chamber, at one point, they thought they heard a dog bark, which, come to find out, there's a chamber down here that the brigands were using kind of like a kennel. And there were some trained attack dogs, and a couple guards were stationed in this little room here, which, of course, they found out that the brigands have been using this stairway here to kind of go up and down, which is very well used when they get down here. The party learns this from their tracking skill and investigation skill. They make their way down this direction, and of course they find where there's another sewer grate, which they took, and then they realize there's a portcullis on the other side, which looks to be locked from this side. Lo and behold, they turn the capspan, and the portcullis comes up. And of course, the very first thing they do before they even enter the second room over here, someone sneaks up to the very top of these steps, and they realize they're in the bottom of their basement of a small business that they were in earlier today, which is when they were shopping in the city. Of course, they go through some of the trade goods. They realize, this is mostly mercantile stuff. Some of this is actually trades marked with some of the companies that have already been robbed. They basically open this door, trigger another encounter, come to find out the particular gentleman that is helping to host or to organize this particular brigand group isn't actually a brigand at all. He's actually a cleric of Orcus, a fairly low-level cleric, but it looks like they're actually using the funds from this little endeavor to try to start or encourage the growth of a cult. within this particular city. And it looks like they're smuggling off the goods to some place called Rapanathuk. So, and for those of you who know Rapanathuk, it is the greatest dungeon in the world. But yeah, like I said, fairly simple little quest. Very, very good for low-level adventures. We had one fairly new player in the party, so I wanted to make things fairly comfortable for her. We didn't want to go anything super crazy. It's a pretty fun little quest that allowed for a very good amount of role-playing. We had where the druid had plenty to do, where he was able to try to speak with animals, try to use a rat as a guide down the dungeon. The barbarian, of course, had plenty of things to fight. And I apologize, that noise is our French bulldog, who is obnoxiously loud. Normally I try to do videos after he's already asleep, but didn't work today, evidently. The other thing that the party did realize was that the Thieves Guild was using these small children to run messages, and the Mercantile District evidently is connected somehow to the Thieves Guild, which isn't a very huge surprise there. But like I said, the party was able to discover a lot of interesting things about the city. I'm getting ready to put together a little bit longer term campaign coming up. So, please excuse the little one game sessions for right now. Due to the COVID and everything, it's a little bit of a juggling act. I try only to have sessions like every 2 weeks instead of every week, and then some players are a little leery of having in-game sessions. So it's definitely a little bit of a juggling act right now, but luckily we're not under complete lockdown or anything, so at least we have some normality in our gaming lives. So, but yeah, that's it for today, folks. Thanks everyone for watching. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this video posted up. If you guys have any questions, if there's any D&D 5e adventures or Pathfinder adventures that you suggest we run, please let us know. I think I'm actually going to put up a poll on YouTube, which will be, I believe it will normally be down below one of these videos. Like I said, if you get the chance to take that out, make sure you click a vote or drop a line and say, hey, this is one adventure that I really, really like. And that's it, folks. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.